Do you believe after COVID pandemic, the people will go physically to the offices? If your answer is yes, then you're in a mistake. Friends, today the biggest organization like Microsoft, like Google, and other companies are hardly working to facilitate or to update and to create more softwares and more platform in order to facilitate the virtual working environments. So adjust yourself. The tips for a successful virtual job interview I categorized in 3 categories. The first, before the interview, second category would be during the interview, and the third category would be after the interview. It means what steps you need to consider before the interview and what steps you need to consider during the interview, and finally what step you should consider after the interview. Under before the interview category, there are 6 steps you need to consider. Step number 1, familiarize yourself with the platform or with the software. Friends, the employer will let you know that which platform they are using during the interview. So that might be Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Skype or any other platform. So before the interview, you should make sure to download that platform and install it on your computer and check it regularly before the interview. And you should familiarize yourself that how to mute, how to turn on the camera, or how to turn off the camera. So you have to be prepared that how to use that platform. Step number 2, select your location. Friends, when I'm talking about location, it means select a location where there shouldn't be a noise. Select a calm and a silent place for your interview. Step number 3, check your lighting. Friends, make sure to have a good lighting, and make sure that the light shouldn't be too dark or shouldn't be too bright. Step number 4, be aware from your background. What is behind you? Friends, make sure to avoid using the color picture from your background because it will attract the interview during the interview. So avoid using the color photo or any other background which disturbing the interviewee. Step number 5, test your camera. Friends, before starting your interview, make sure to check your camera. It should be work, and also try to do a recording to know in advance that how you will appear or how you will look to the camera. So that's also good steps you need to consider and to check before starting the interview. Step number 6, don't afraid to ask questions. Friends, during the interview, there might be some internet connection or any other problems because it's virtually. There might be some other problem that you wouldn't be able to understand the question. So don't afraid, try to ask the question from the interview, try to request them to repeat the question. Category number 2, which is during the interview, there are also some steps you need to consider for virtual interview. Step number 1, wear professional dress or professional clothes. Friends, although your interview will be from your home, but still you need to wear a professional clothes. Same like you should prepare yourself or wear clothes like assume that you're interviewing face to face, because it will has a high impact on your interview. Step number 2, leave 2 to 3 second gaps. Friends, the moment that interview asking you question, and once their question is finished, before starting your answer, just wait for 1, 2, or 3 seconds. It's because especially when you have internet connection. So when you see them on the screen, but their voice almost 2 to 3 seconds will be slower than their image. So that's why you have to wait for 2 or 3 seconds. Step number 4, look at the camera. Friends, when the interview asking you, try to focus on the camera and use the body language like gestures, eye contact. Assume that you're interviewing face to face. Just look at the camera. Step number 5, turn off the notification. Friends, during the interview, don't forget to turn off the notification, because sometimes during the interview when you're receiving a message or notification, especially when they're sound is not in mute, so definitely it will disturb you during the interview. So it is better to turn off the notification, not only the platform that you're using for your interview, even the other applications, softwares, platform that you have already installed in your computer. Try to turn off all the notification. The last category, which is after the interview, there are also 2 steps you need to consider. Step number 1, take a moment. Friends, before doing any reaction, make sure that you have log off your application or platform. Step number 2, don't forget to send them a follow-up email. The moment that your interview finished, send them an email and appreciate their time and thanks their times and the opportunity that they provide you. This follow-up email will have a high impact on level of your success, and this email will create an image to the mind of the employer. Thank you very much for watching. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the videos for more videos.